Hello adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am in Hollister, Missouri, which is right outside of Branson, and we are going to the Little Hacienda. Okay guys, I have come here before and it was delicious, so I wanted to bring you all with me to show you why I liked it so much. And the first thing that I did was go ahead and order a Pepsi product. I got a Pepsi and they brought out my chips and salsa, which, let me just tell you, this is why I'm back here immediately. These were so delightful the first time, and they're gonna be delightful this time also. But let me show you what's on the menu, and I'll kind of show you what I had last time versus what I want to get this time. Okay, so this is the menu, guys, and as you can see, it is a nicely sized menu, very well put together, and super substantial in the options. It's not your typical menu that you would find, however, because this is a little bit of a twist. Now, the last time that I was here, I got the poblano. The poblano was the chili relleno that was topped with the ranchero salsa, and it was absolutely delightful. However, I wanted to switch it up. I was actually suggested this right here, which is a grilled chicken breast stuffed with spinach and cheese, and it's topped with queso and drizzled with house chipotle mayo. So that's going to be really yummy, and I can't wait to try this out. But other things that are on the menu include salads and soups. They also have tacos and fajitas, and then enchiladas and burritos down here at the bottom. Now, for those who are interested, they do celebrate Taco Tuesday here. They also have a lunch tasting menu and a happy hour that runs from 2 to 6 from Monday to Friday. Now, whenever I come to places, I always am thinking of, do I want to come back here? That's the first question that I ask myself. I also ask myself, does the food have portions that I feel are good value for money? And whenever I came here the first time, I didn't do a video, but all of those things were big yes, yes, and yes. The value for money was very good. The location was nice because there was easy parking. Hollister, unlike the main strip on the 76 Boulevard, is a little bit less of a congested place, so there's tons of good parking, and there's easily accessible shopping also here, which is kind of cool. In fact, one of the things I did the last time that I was here was stop off at the local thrift store after I finished up, so that was pretty neat. Not to mention, and I'll show you this in a minute, along the wall right outside of the cafe, you can see some beautiful murals, which I absolutely adore. But enough of that, let's get to the food. The food should be out any minute, and I cannot wait. We'll get started with some chips. As you can see, nice chips, lightly salted, not anything too crazy. And this salsa, again, this is delicious. This stuff, I wish that they sold by the jar, because I would definitely buy it. It's not too spicy, but has a little bit of a kick. It has a really nice, like, zesty liminess to it, and a little tiny bit of cilantro without overdoing it. This is a win, definitely. Okay, so my plate has arrived, and it's a big one, guys. Look at this. But yeah, this is gonna be delicious. Now, I did choose to get on my 2 sides because you get to select from a large selection of sides. I decided that I wanted to go with the vegetarian black beans. I just thought that would be tasty. I liked them last time. And the rice here is not like a one-off. A lot of places that you go to, whenever you get the rice, it's just, it's kind of an afterthought to go along with the dish, but here it's delicious all the way through, so I had to have it. But this, we're gonna get a little into each one of these so you can see them a little closer, and then we're going to dig in for our first bite. I cannot wait. This is about to be yummy, and I'm really excited about this chicken because it looks very different than the last thing that I got, obviously, and it smells delightful. Okay, let's start off with these black beans. As you can see, this is a nice portion size, at the same time not too overwhelming. They do have some pico de gallo that was settling on the top, and I've kind of just been stirring that in. I'm not a huge tomato fan when it comes to like cut tomatoes, but they do have a lot of flavor that is added in through the sauce, so I wanted to keep it in there for sure. And then as we kind of move around, we have a nice portion size of rice, and what I'm probably going to do with this is actually blend in some of this delicious goodness. Now, this is a queso and then also a chipotle mayonnaise sauce. So this should be very good with the rice to complement it even more. And then again, look at the portion size of this chicken. Just to kind of give you an idea, this is my iPhone and I have the big boy iPhone and it is a little bit longer than the iPhone and also a little bit wider. So this is a very good cut of chicken. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut into a piece of this chicken so that we can look at it in a nice cross section that is uncut. And here we go, a nice bite-sized piece. Now as we're looking at this, you can see it is flavor filled. It is also very moist and it has just a little bit of that sauce on the top and then also on the exposed side that was already cut. It also has some nice little chives on there, so this should be delightful. But without further ado, it's time. Oh my goodness. I have eaten a lot of different chicken dishes at a lot of Mexican restaurants, and this one has the most like taste to it so far. There's a lot of different like flavor notes that come out within this that just like really bring it together. It's perfectly cooked. It is very moist, and as you bite in, you just get these flavor notes from all the different sauce pieces and also the light seasoning that's on the outside, and it is good, guys. I will order this again. Now let's take a little bit of this rice and just welcome it into the sauce so we can get a nice flavor-filled bite. Now, if creamy rice is not your thing, I understand. The rice by itself is very good, and that's why I ordered it again. But this is gonna be delightful because this sauce, I don't know what they did to it, but really good. And it's just dripping. It's just dripping. Wow, that is really good. I don't have any words other than really good right now because it's just, I can still feel all the flavors kind of dancing on the sides of my tongue. That's when you know you have good food, when it continues to dance because all of the different kinds of notes in there. Yeah, this is a good pick. I am so happy that I listened to them whenever I ordered this. Now, as you can see, I got myself a nice little scoop of the black beans, and I made sure I didn't get any of the tomatoes, but I do have some of the little cilantro and onion in there, so this should be kind of good too. Here we go. Beyond words right now. So I'm going to go ahead and eat this, and I'm going to show you around the location itself so you can see what it looks like. And then whenever I get back here, then we're going to wrap it up. I'll tell you how much the meal was, and then also I already see a box in my future because this is a huge portion, guys. Okay guys, we have received our ticket, and this is Little Hacienda. Again, this is number 9 Downing Street here in Hollister, which is only a short distance from Branson Landing. I ordered a Pepsi and then this delicious chicken dish, which came out to $19.98, and then they have tax, so with everything it's $21.65. Now this is a larger plate, so with that said, I have a to-go so that I can finish this off, and that ends up being 2 meals for me. So if you kind of do the math on that, 2 meals for $21 for me personally is a steal of a deal, with each meal only being about $10. Now, something that is my little tip for any time I come to a place like this where it's a Mexican food restaurant, if you have any leftover chips, line the bottom of your to-go with the chips, then put your leftovers on top, and it's kind of like nachos whenever you get to eat again. So it's 2 separate kinds of meals, which is a sensory happy moment for at least me. So yeah, there's that. Okay guys, now that we have finished up our food, I wanted to show you why Hollister is a place that you should be coming when you're visiting Branson. Now, you'll notice these storefronts right here. There's all sorts of different businesses that you can explore that are very cool, and Little Hacienda is right there where that awning kind of sticks out. So as we're going along, this is a super cool place to kind of just peek in a few windows, take a few moments to explore, and then also to check out this. As you can see, very cool murals line this entire area right along the parking area. And so when you're getting out of your car, you have something really neat visually to see. And then as you look around the downtown itself, all of the buildings in this section of town remind me of a Bavarian village. It's so neat and so different. And that's why I love coming to places like this in Hollister. It's a little off of the beaten path, yes. However, well worth it to take the extra 2-minute drive away from the landing to make it here. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. And places like Little Hacienda definitely are that. They're serving up delightful food, amazing flavors that are well elevated amongst others, and also a really unique place. Until next time guys, bye!